Hi everyone, making myself comfortable, that's better. Okay, so this is, it's Sunday, so it's time for my Lavinia stamps video tutorial from me to you. And I've had fun making this card. It uses dragons. And it's fairly simple to do. The background I created using Sweet Puppy stencil tape. You can't use masking tape, I'm afraid. It's too strong and it would probably tear your card. But this stencil tape, absolutely ideal. And that's how I created this background. And I'm going to show you now how. I have some Lavinia Stamps multifarious cardstock, an A4 sheet that I've folded, creased and cut to 13 centimetres by 13 centimetres. And I've also got some copy paper, and I'm starting off with the Sweet Puppy stencil tape. Just unrolling and taking off a piece. Or glasses would help, wouldn't they? Yep. And I'm just using the edge as a guide to keep the tape straight. I'm just popping down the first piece, making sure that this edge here is really firmly fixed to the card. Take another piece and putting it up next to the first piece, nice and straight again, and firmly pressing down. And then another piece, so it's just side by side again. Well, that isn't long enough. So, and again, pulling it taut to find its own level. And that's done. Okay, round one, sorted. Don't put the tape away, you're going to need it again. So I'm taking off the middle piece now. And this is the area that I'm going to ink up. I've got some makeup brushes, a red one and yellow one and a blue one. And on the original card, I used fired brick and faded jeans and also mustard seed. So I had the strong primary colours. This time I'm going to use primary colours again, but I'm taking it down a tone or two, and for a change for me. I mean, obviously you use whatever you want to use. So I'm using picked raspberry, squeezed lemonade, peacock feathers, which are firm favourites of mine. Starting off with the squeezed lemonade, yellow makeup brush. Ooh, that's all wobbly. I think the pad is becoming detached from the case. Never mind, it will be okay for the moment. So starting at the bottom, just ensure that your taped areas are firm, the edges are down, and then just plonking down some yellow wherever the fancy takes you. That will do. Don't put it away, it's coming back, you could be using it again. Next it's picked raspberry. Now this is a really strong colour, so I don't want it to be too overpowering. Less pressure on the head of the brush. And just do a bit of blending now. I had a Lavinia Stamps workshop yesterday. Lots of students. Had a great time. About 3 hours, I think. So I've had a super weekend so far. Crafting all the way. This won't take 3 hours. This will be about 10 minutes, I think. peacock feathers is next. And then again, gentle blending. And it'll give me a bit of mauve. It will give me some green. So this is sort of the first layer of ink. It's quite pale. So back now to Squeeze Lemonade. And more pressure on the brush, just to get that blend going. Back to the pink. Colours building up nicely now. Like so. Bit more blue. Bit more blue over here, I think, as well. And then finally back to the lemon again. You stop whenever you think that you've got a really good blend, because if you go on and on and on, as you know, you'll get mud, whether the colours are compatible or not, or blendable or not. And I'm putting another tiny bit of pink in there as well, I think. Okay, so doesn't look super attractive, does it? But when you take the tape off, then you get a better look of the colour scheme. And of course, they'll still be blending as the ink soaks into the card. So don't despair. Another piece of tape. There he is. Try and find the end. Hands are filthy because I've been inking this morning already. So taking the tape and putting the inner edge onto the outside piece, outside corner on the left, and going up your card to make a triangle, like so. And I'm going to use pink, and then coming down, going over the original ink as well. Doesn't matter, it's fine. Got a mark there, don't know what that is. Something on the cardstock, I think, fibre. Anyway, no, it'll add to the mix. Like so. So that's one triangle. And then giving another one here. Smaller one this side, I think. So angle it more, over, and again, over a bit more. And I'm going to do just, no, yellow for that one, I think. Just going to whop some yellow in that one. Like so. Yep, that doesn't look too bad. And then blue needs its identity, so another piece of tape. Oh, and I've got some marks here. I'll get rid of those. And I'm going to put a stripe in. So I'm coming back a bit so that I've got a nice stripe. Another piece of tape. Need to cover this here, just to cover the original area. That's not quite long enough. I'm still developing the colour in that. I can see it changing. That's down, like so. And then blue. Make sure the tape doesn't lift. trying to get a nice even blend down with this. Again, holding the tape. I don't want it lifting and ruining the stripe. Smooth it out. Let's have a look then. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So, got a little bit of a mark there. So, it comes this eraser of ours, or mine. I expect you've got one now as well. Brush. Nearly there. Okay. Now you can add more stripes if you want to. You can add more triangles if you want to. If you've got a moon mask, you can put a circle in. Why not? I'd love to see whatever it is you do. So you can fly with whatever stamps you've got. Just use the mask to give you a background and see what you can come up with. Good fun. And cheap. I'm starting off with one of the beautiful dragons, and he's called, I assume he's a he, a Medulla. And Medulla large, and an absolutely outstanding image. Look at that. You can use a stamp press if you wish, of course. And I've lost my ink pad. What have I done? What have I done with that? You know the old pantomime saying, it's behind you. Well, that's where it was. Behind me. All right. Okay. I think the colours on the original card are a lot brighter than these, so jury's out on this. Not sure if I'm keen on this colourway. See what it looks like when we get the beautiful dragon on. Okay, looks all right. So popping the dragon down, Medulla, and I want to make sure it's in the right place, like so. I think that will do it. I hope I didn't move that as I laid him down. And pressing firmly. And lift. Oh yes, he doesn't look too bad. A little bit of texture here maybe where the ink hasn't taken so well. So just pop with a black crayon, just popping that in. Other than that, he's fine. Yeah, he's good. Next is the next dragon, and this dragon is called, where is it? Oh, there it is. This dragon is called Ola, or Ola maybe. I don't think he's been in Strictly Come Dancing. I might have the wrong name. Okay, there's quite a few dragons on the Lavinia Stamps website. So you've got different sizes as well, and they are all gorgeous. And this one, and well, all of them in fact, all three different dragons come in two different sizes. 3 large and then there's 3 small. Okay, that'll do. Coming up from the bottom, like so, with a slurp of coffee now. Pressing down and up. Yep, that's good. Black pen, got a tiny fleck of ink there missing. Just pop that in. Yes, oh, I'm happy with that. See, and once you get the dragons down, even if your background ink isn't to your liking as such, stick with it. And because the dragons, well, once they're added, do make a huge difference to the overall look of the card. Words are next. Now, the words are, secrets are hidden in the most unlikely places, which is why I thought this card would be ideal for a child. They like secrets, don't they? And they love dragons. And then I'm inking up and then hoping that won't get this crooked, because this is the end of the card, and if it's crooked, if it isn't straight, then I'm in all sorts of trouble. I've got to start again. Take the surplus ink off from around the edge, and I'm going to pop this down here, trying for it to be straight. So just hold it gently, let the ink soak in, and then down and up. Oh, that's all right, that's good. Okay. Now I could do a few bits and pieces with this, you know, put some enamel accents on, or glossy accents, or a little bit more ink, or a bit more stamping, but I just want to let these dragons speak for themselves. And I'm just going to leave well alone. And hope that you've enjoyed this, because I've loved showing you. Thank you so much for all the wonderful comments that you leave me. And the encouragement. It's really appreciated. I'll just show you the final couple of cards, and you can choose whatever colourways you like best. These dragons on here are not quite dry. And enjoy your Sunday. I'm going to watch the Monaco Grand Prix today. Oh yes. See you later. Bye for now.